Welcome to the NWI.com Political Roundtable for Friday, April 4th. I'm Robert Blaskowitz, Assistant Managing Editor of The Times. Joined with me today, Doug Ross, Editorial Page Editor of The Times. And we're, of course, live from The Times Business and Industry Hall of Fame luncheon, where we honored 5 members of the business community, and also hosted Mike Pence, the governor of Indiana, who delivered the keynote address, an interesting speech where he kind of bookended his speech with 2 LaPorte County incidents. One started off talking about the pile-up on I-94 and ended talking about the rescue of Nathan Welshner, the boy that disappeared in the sand in Mount Baldy. And he kind of touched on the theme of one region working together to get something done, to rescue, in these cases, rescue people, but also...
Well, and widely support each other. I mean, you know, in the case of the... it was a triple fatal, as I recall. 3 people died in that accident in January. So, I mean, he made the point that not only was Michigan City Mayor Ron Meir sending buses out there so that people could stay warm while they're waiting for the traffic to be cleared up, but the Lake County Sheriff's Department offered their helicopter if you know they could do that, and actually even helped with the patrols. You know, sending officers out to help patrols where officers were tied up on the expressway. So you know that's really pulling together. That's not just a neighboring community. That's pulling together across the whole region.
Right, and that was kind of the theme of his speech was pulling together to. And a lot of what he was talking about was economic development and bringing jobs to Indiana and selling Indiana. And he really kind of, at the end, challenged everyone in the room to reach out to people, especially people in other states, and sell Indiana.
Right. I mean, it's basically that part of it is the same. It's a stump speech. He said that a week ago in Valparaiso at the Chamber of Commerce meeting. So he's signed the road legislation there, and so he packaged it nicely. And frankly, when you look at the number of people and the type of people who are here at a Business and Industry Hall of Fame, these are the people that can sell Northwest Indiana in particular to their friends in business elsewhere to try to bring those jobs back to Indiana.
Right.
So that makes sense.
Right. And he did touch on the road funds and bringing those, creating jobs in the state. But, as we read in today's Times, some of those, it's questionable how much of that money is going to be coming back to the region.
Well, immediately anyway. So, basically when they did major moves, they front-loaded a lot of money up here. But they're also, Governor Pence was saying in December, if the finances look good, if I, pull out my pocket and it's nothing but lint, that's not going to happen. But, if everything goes well, then some of that money will be spent here. So that will be good.
Right. He also mentioned education and talked specifically about the pre-K pilot program, getting kids into that program in 5 counties. And he all but said that Lake County would be one of the counties. I mean, he didn't say it,
absolutely.
But basically, you could if you read between the lines.
Yeah, I'm looking for my notes here. He talked about Earlene Rogers being the godmother of pre-kindergarten initiatives. Yeah. And okay, so here's this quote, and he said, "And make no mistake about it, we'll be looking strongly at this part of the state." Right. So exactly, it's going to happen. My guess is Lake County, unless something goes horribly wrong, it's going to happen here.
Yeah. And then, of course, the governor was followed up by honoring the 5 inductees into the Times Business and Industry Hall of Fame, and they were, and we'll have those speeches up online later, video, and of course we'll have coverage in Saturday's Times. But they were fantastic, entertaining speeches, and I think the governor really got a great reflection of what the region is all about.
Well, he did, and he got I could see him laughing, so I could tell he was really enjoying himself. It wasn't just I'll come in, I'll give the speech, I'll go. He really sat and listened, and I give him credit for that. That says a lot about him.
Very good.
We should also mention what he said about the South Shore extension, because he was saying specifically that the extension of the South Shore is an extraordinary opportunity to expand the economy of this region. We've seen, with one major exception, we've seen community after community come together in support of this. So the RDA is coming up for reauthorization next year. It's will have been in existence for 10 years, and so it needs to be reauthorized in the state budget. So it really will be telling to see next year what this means in terms of state funding for the RDA, how much of it's geared to the South Shore, what's the factor there, and how legislators elsewhere support it. So that's going to be a really interesting thing to watch for.
Very interesting. Okay, well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for watching, and we hope we'll also have up online highlights of Governor Pence's speech, along with the speeches of the inductees eventually too. So that plenty of great content to watch on NWI.com. So we hope you'll watch that, and we hope you'll join us again for another Political Roundtable.